We'll take the piss out of you if you fuck up. It'll be funny.
We could take the piss out of you if you don't fuck up too, if you want.
You get... So the $10 tier, the main benefit is there is bonus content. There'll be specific shows only available on Patreon.
What do they get? It doesn't say anything that they get.
Topic and content suggestions. All lower tier rewards. They also get
So they
this.
just get extra content.
You won't find these anywhere else except on our Patreon feed, if you get that tier.
Say that again, the last bit.
What?
Say that last bit again.
So you get Patreon exclusive shows. So it's the Druid Hirelings, and it's the Patreon exclusive feed that you're wanting to sprue. Mm-hmm. Is that okay? You need to practice?
That's right.
You're gonna do it? You gonna do it?
Hey Lydia, have you heard about our Patreon?
That's patreon.com/DudeTheParty. Please help us.
Yeah,
We're ready.
What? Oh, yes. Sorry, I was about to have a shout.
Chalice puts on all her new armor and gears up.
Get your hands off my mane!
And you take off and you fly out of the Hedron...
The invisible dome.
Yeah. And fly past the outskirts of the Hedrons lining the settlement towards the sea.
You can see everyone be like, goodbye!
I think you kind of just did it without telling anyone you're going by the sound of it. You're just like, let's go, okay, foo! And then everyone's just like, oh no, the Sphinx left again.
So you already start like to pick up this fish.
Yeah. Just like you see everyone riding the Sphinx as he's going out, and then you see like just the merchants that were whispering to start with. Like one of them just has like a tear of like.
Yeah, you see
Farewell,
Nema coming out of the temple. Nema's coming out of the temple with like books and tomes, just like I have so many questions.
See you later, fuckers!
Ivan, where are we going?
What? Can't hear you. There's lots of wind rushing by.
Where are we going?
Where are you taking us that is more of a clearing?
What? I don't speak dwarf.
Ivan, where are we going?
Oh, why didn't you ask? Yes, so, well, you guys said that there might be some danger, that, how did you put it? You'd need a safe place to go to resurrect this Vadok, you said, I believe?
Reincarnate, we believe it was, yeah.
Reincarnate, yes. In that case, I figured where better to go than the point of his death, the doorway.
I was just thinking that. I was thinking we should be near the door.
Yes, the doorway shall be the safest place to go. Lightning doesn't strike twice in the same place, so surely Eldrazi spawn don't go there again either.
Oh boy, that's some foreshadowing.
What?
Wasn't the doorway destroyed?
No. I believe it is still standing.
It was intact when we left.
I can feel its energy.
It cannot be destroyed.
Yeah, you know. Sorry to interrupt, but when that explosion went off, literally the main thing that didn't get damaged was that cliffside that had that special rock.
So are you saying that this place in where we got attacked by all those devastating creatures, it emitted that energy that attracted them, we're going there to do another thing that will emit a lot of energy, and we're thinking that we're not going to attract them again?
Well, to be honest, if you are doing something to the great degree of reincarnating someone, where better to go than a place with rich mana? But I will be honest as well, I'm very interested to see what happens.
I do want you all to remember that if we cannot bring him back, that there is a reason why. That you want to bring him back from the dead, but I believe that he's not dead. I would like to see what happens here, but I want you to be aware that if you can't bring him back now, that does not mean that he is not there.
So don't lose hope.
Exactly.
Ivan?
Yes?
Do you know how the doorway works?
No. It seems as if there is something to do with some kind of energy from the blind eternities, which I believe you're actually quite familiar with. It is the darkness with this piece, you said, that slotted into a hole? Something about a doorway, and to open a doorway, obviously you need a key. So this was the key itself. Very interested to see what happens. If all things go awry, I shall fly away, but do not worry, I will be very safe.
You just say... Okay.
Wait, you are going to drop us off and then...
Oh no, I will stay to observe.
Good. Mammy. Now, this thing that you saw, this flower, it was heavy in energy.
Yeah, energy from all over Zandarkland, it felt like.
And you can touch it, but when he tried, it hurt him.
Oh yeah, that shit stings.
Was that from him?
It seemed like it was continents away, but I could feel all over this plane the energy of all the people.
It's like this flower was like the soul of the plane itself.
Like where it formed, like where everything else formed?
Like, no, not formed from, but just the concentrated like epicenter? Is that the word? But yeah, so you towards the end of your trip now, you're quite near the ocean where the peninsula stretches out. You can see the massive crater that has become part of the landscape. The ocean's filled in parts of where it's gone below the sea floor, and you land back at the foot of the plateau.
It is so sad to see what these spawn of Eldrazi have done to Zendikar, consuming every little piece of it, leaving behind nothing but ruins and bismuth. Oh, look at that. Hey, dwarf fellow, pick up that rock. Does that look like a starfish to you?
What the fuck are you?
What are you talking?
You, the dwarf. You're both the same.
Right, I'll pick what? Where the what? What's he looking at?
I mage hand it to you.
Pick this up.
Bring it here.
I bring it to you.
Yes. No. It's all good. It's no
Is
fish.
it a rock?
He's just made you pick
just
up
a rock.
He handed you a rock to bring you a rock.
With telekinesis.
Throw it at your chest.
I cast shield.
Like echoes out a little bit. He just stares down at you.
Does the door look like how it looks when I arrived?
When you say as you did when you arrived.
Actually, are we there? Are we in front?
Yeah, you're like it just kind of like that little rocky bit.
Yeah, this map that you said no to, you're about here.
No, yeah, they're on the plateau. I'd say like where these like white rocky formations are.
Do I do an Arcana check to see if it's accepting energy or spitting?
Roll an Arcana check to just feel the magic of the area.
13?
It's kind of emanating the same background energy of when you first found it, before any of this all started. You see all 5 of those hedrons that are in the doorway. No, they're not glowing at all. They're all grey.
Are we going to do this?
Always get there.
Yeah, we're here.
In here.
Chelsea wants to have a look around at the area to see if there aren't any
Are these creatures?
or any swarm.
Very wise.
How long is this gonna take?
That was a nat 20.
There is nothing for you know how the crater's like a couple miles?
Yeah.
You're just like really alert from the trauma and stuff that's happened last time. You are like just scouting at this point. I'll let you know if anything happens from like a large distance
her
away.
elf eyes.
Her elf eyes see nothing
elf
for
eyes.
a good of that 2 miles of the crater.
It's just a long process.
We're in the clear.
Is it we're safe?
We're safe for now.
However, you do in like you see so it's a very clear day today.
Yeah.
Very clear day today, and there's like a big formation of clouds, probably. So you know how like in one direction there was the mountains and the spires and stuff, and then the other was like the chalky desolation.
Yeah.
There's like a kind of interesting cloud formation over that yonder direction, and it stretches very high into the sky.
Will this be a long?
And it's kind of just slowly drifting around.
Yeah.
Yes, Jorvik?
He's asked the question like 8 times. Every time he's asked it, he gets trapped at halfway.
Yes, Jorvik?
Is this a long process?
What are you guys talking about over here? Sorry, I interrupted.
This is going to take about an hour if you guys might want to settle in.
We're here for you. If you need anything, let us know.
No rush, I'll entertain myself. And then you just see Ivan's just like kind of pouring at rocks.
Combing through the various rubble of the area.
Yeah.
Like a cat?
Yeah.
Walk over to Ivan. Hey, do you need some help with your rock collection?
Not from you.
No, okay. Hey,
So, Mammy, give me some spice. What are you doing?
I'm gonna lie the chunk of Vadok on the ground, sort of get it all prepared.
Whereabouts? On this map that we could have given you.
So yeah, I lie it down. I guess I get onto my knees.
start crafting this body.
I sort of go to start, and I looked at everyone. This is the right thing to do, right?
I believe so. What else can we do?
One second. And he kind of, Ivan kind of flies a little bit further away and gets behind a rock, and he's just kind of like, he's 100 meters away, and he's like...
He's category huge, and he's just hiding behind a rock that's not covering him at all.
Ready?
Can I
You gonna stay there for an hour?
You got this.
Can I do like an Arcana check on Mammy? I want to know what this thing is, like what's happened to him, and what power he has. Since
Like why he's...
he's profound and what he's doing now. Like I want to know what sort of spells he's using, but more importantly, who he is in regards to like magical. You know what? It's alright.
She's like, man, what is
Speaking is a free action.
I'm just like... I hear nothing.
He's cool.
Mummy, what did you find out when you saw Kina? What did she tell you about your new energy?
Hey, did you get some?
Kina was the druid lady.
Druid shaman, yes.
Clipboard woman.
The clipboard.
Okay.
Clipboard woman.
Nothing really. I mean, she helped me see the vision, and she gave me the power to learn the spell, but...
How?
Hey, how?
Just the method that it would create. She gave me the materials it would need.
But
She showed me the...
What do you know what this? Do you know what this is called? The spell.
that's my boy.
Reincarnate.
Reincarnate.
Yeah.
So what will it do? Will it bring him back to life? Will it...
From my understanding, I'm gonna create a new body for Vadok, and he'll be put into that body. I don't know what the body is going to be.
Mommy, what is your background? Do you play with spells much?
Yeah, it's kind of my thing.
Okay.
He also smokes a lot.
I harness nature, I imagine.
Have you always done this?
Just a couple of years now. I'm pretty new to it.
Okay.
Hey, he's a spry little spud.
Still trying to sort of get a grasp on my power.
Seems to be doing pretty well so far, from my point of view. Especially in this place.
Great. He's got more power. Like magic, that's a whole new field for me, so this is all a big bag of tricks that I can't access, so...
I just hope it can be enough to bring back.
Aye, it will be.
We have to believe that this will do something.
Aye, it will.
So is this...
Let's stay positive.
Is this where you're going to create his body right here?
Yeah.
Alright. Chelsea starts laying out the plate armor, like, next to it.
Just breathe, okay?
Let me know when, like...
It's not your fault, man.
I'd like to know when, like...
It's mine, I shot him through the heart. Don't laugh. That's a serious topic.
Come on, let's get started.
Aye,
It's pretty
okay.
long.
We'll give you some space.
Yeah.
Do you want to play rock, paper, scissors?
I have not heard of this. What is this?
It's like rock, paper, sizes.
What do you do?
Sizes.
You go 1, 2, 3, and then you pick your item. So paper beats rock. Rock smashes scissors, and scissors cuts paper.
A foreign game. I'd like to play this.
Okay, let's go. Are you ready? Chelsea and I will do like a practice one for you. Rock, paper, scissors. I lost.
This is scissors.
Oh, I win.
Just like that.
Oh, I get the joke.
I thought that's what you were doing.
You dirty bitch. Go and play.
Of course.
Okay.
You do a round, yay!
Rock, paper, scissors. No, 1, 2, 3, and you pick.
I did.
No, you gotta smack your hand.
Okay.
Rock, paper, scissors. I lost.
Okay. This has been fun.
Mammy, what are you doing? Give me some detailed spice.
To start, it's just... I'm just going to do some somatic movements. Just set out on the... to sort of create a new body.
Mm-hmm.
According to the spell, the DM rolls a D100, and the result will...
We need that new table.
The result will determine what
I have the
makes
table.
new body is.
Were we going to say that George rolls the D100 though?
Yeah, if he gets
Because it's his
halfling, it's
body.
by his own hand.
As I
Yeah.
see Mammy using his power, I'm just like looking at these, new foreigners in front of me, and I start like thinking about what happened when Vadok left and the energy that it created and everything that it destroyed. And I know that you were with me, but you were holding him and you were diving right after him. And I had this thing where I'm like, this doesn't make any sense. What? And you're still doing this, but I'm looking at you guys, and I'm starting to like sort of back away slowly from what's going on with when you're casting your spell. I see Ivan. Is Ivan still here?
Ivan's still hiding.
Yeah, he's like 100 meters away, and he's just like, do something funny.
He's not taking his eyes.
Someone slips on Vadok's body like a banana peel.
Ivan,
like that.
Ivan is not taking his eyes off what's going on because this is like one of the most interesting things he's seen in a while. But he's at a safe distance that he thinks he's at.
Yeah, he thinks he's really safe.
I come up to
Fuck.
Ivan.
That's what I'm doing.
I walk up to Ivan. I backed away from these guys, and I walked up to you, and I say to you, Ivan, this member Vadok, when he left, he created this energy that he should have destroyed these guys. He should have destroyed me. I don't understand why these beings are still alive.
These peens?
Beings.
Oh, sorry.
Rude.
I couldn't hear you.
Just because she's a girl, she's got pain in her mind.
I didn't say that.
I'm not a girl and I got pain in my mind.
It's my accent.
We all do.
It's my figure.
Because of the picture you just showed us.
So
I want Ivan to ping. I want him.
you're not sure what the cause of this is. It actually hurt you a lot.
Yeah,
but you didn't. You're strong.
I'll be honest, I did not take in much. I was too busy coming out of a blob. I mean, it was shit. I was a testicle for a while.
When you first left through the store,
yes,
the energy, did you feel any energy, like strong, like what you experienced with Vadok's body leaving?
No. Never have I really felt anything like that.
Why are you still?
Yes, now get away from me.
All right. By this point, Mammy's using the flesh, and you can see like he's created roots, leaves, and bark to kind of grow very slowly out. He's probably got about the torso done by this point, and it's starting to take shape.
I'm imagining like a very generic, like rough shape, like almost like a cocoon of a body.
Yeah, it's kind of like a bit of a chrysalis starting to form out of this body, and then that chunk of flesh is still visible, and everything's kind of like sucking into it,
Going into it.
but also growing out of
Planting
this.
roots into it.
Jorvik has never seen anything like this before. He's literally, his mind is fucking like blown.
This is like high level magics that none of you have seen before, except
Magics.
Chelsea.
Yeah.
Chelsea is making sure she's continuing to keep an eye on the horizon and make sure nothing's coming here, but she's also looking back and she's like in awe of what Mammy's doing.
Yeah, so you're watching the horizon. That formation of clouds has kind of drifted a little bit more
Towards us or further away?
No, it's kind of like just floating
It's just
about.
kind of floating around.
Yeah, it kind of hasn't moved much, but there is wind in the air, and the mountains they're all clear, and the 2 miles in front of you are pretty clear as well.
Yeah.
What terrain is this?
Rocky?
Oh fuck, that is
Mountain.
cliffs, bluffs, ocean side.
I'd say it's a cliff. It would be
Ish,
like
mountain-ish?
mountainous.
Is it mountain?
We are we're
Technically,
Cool, because that is a favorite terrain of mine.
yeah. Technically, like this is mountainous.
I remain alert to danger even when you're engaged in another activity.
Well, question, I guess, does this count as coastline? Because I'm pretty sure coastal is a terrain type.
Is it?
Is it?
Coastal
I
is,
don't
yes.
Coastal is a terrain type. It's coastal.
Coastal?
Coastal.
Chelsea's got this shit. Like she nat 20'd on her perception. She's
keeping guard.
She'll be able to.
I'm just focused on bringing Vadok back.
Yeah, Mammy, you're growing this more and more. It's probably been about 30 minutes by this point. She's got about half of the job done.
I'd say like just creating the body would take most of it, and then just be animating it after that.
Yeah. So I'd say the last final, like maybe part of the spell is like calling the soul back into the body, because you've completed it, and then you pull it out.
What's his race?
So far, all we've done is make a chrysalis.
At the moment, you've made
Something
You've
is
made
falling
a-
inside
it's
of
like
it.
a big. It's like we don't see the body take shit. It's inside.
yeah, it's inside.
Like
You've made
vision
like
in the thing.
You've got like Vision's cocoon coming out at the moment, but it's made of natural
Mammy,
elements.
do you think you can give him a small little dick?
No, you can't.
You're dead.
You have to roll for it.
I'm just like.
Here you go.
Yeah, roll a D100.
Mammy's gonna do it. Give him the smallest.
Penis. We're gonna roll for my penis.
Oh.
Jesus.
It's 2d6. So Mammy's pretty much finished the body at this point, and he steps back from the cocoon and starts trying to beckon for the soul to re-enter its body.
I was gonna say because the components are like
oils and stuff
it's like
that.
oils.
Ooh, yeah.
Massage oil.
Tell me what you do. That
Yeah.
like I didn't know
So-
what the components were.
Yeah, so I get out like a small, I guess, like wooden bowl from like the stuff she gave me,
Mhm.
and I start mixing together oils and
Frankincense and
I will pay for
yeah.
this. It's $1,000
And,
worth of shit.
Oh, really?
Sort of mix it together, and then I'm gonna, I guess, put it to his mouth and make him drink it. So, I mean,
Yeah,
keep
so-
the soul back to it.
So I guess it's a good point to do this, but you so you make a small hole where the mouth is.
Yeah. I get it.
There's a dick in a hole so far.
20 more minutes, guys.
Oh, it's gone over time.
You need to look out of danger.
Just gonna reincarnate him with my precious rare oil.
So I make a mouth hole.
Hold on.
I stick a funnel in there.
All right,
Like
so,
a reed, like.
You shit in his mouth.
It's like a long tube with a funnel.
Oh boy.
guys, Vadok's dead. A little bit of respect.
So
Vadok's got a new dick, alright?
Yeah, it's not bad.
So you seal the growth of plants again, and what do you do?
He's a bit of a shape.
Is that like?
Yeah, I guess after that, I'll
Tom Cruise and fucking.
Do you have to invoke?
Gun?
Do you invoke his spirit? Like, do you call it anything?
Yeah. So what do you do to call the spirit? Like,
yeah,
so
so I'm gonna-
you've got one half. You've got one half of this. What's going on?
Yeah, I guess I've poured that in. That's it, and I'm just gonna sort of close my eyes and do some somatics on his. And then wait like this.
And then wait. So you don't say anything, and you just
No.
Oh, you're not gonna like call to him or anything
He
like
is in
that.
his heart.
In your heart.
so you speak like silently to yourself
Yes,
with
sort
all.
of whispers and whispers in druidic.
Chelsea's watching this now, and she's like,
You see
"Come on,
Mammy's
Vadok."
like green aura start like glowing out from his body fully, and he the power rises and rises. His like hair starts like floating, and all the leaves and the bark start like floating as well as he like calls this thing. You feel like this wind just go across the land, and you think the spell's done.
Okay.
Did it
I
work?
guess I go up to everyone. Well, I guess you guys wouldn't know it's done.
Which
so
is turn of the
I'll
yeah.
go up to you guys. I think it's done. I don't know if it worked.
So he's in there.
I'm not sure.
Well, let's open it up. Go on.
Are we allowed to open it, or does he have to open it himself?
I mean,
I
does he have to
stand,
bloom
like-
like a flower or?
I stand behind Ivan.
Mammy's never done this spell before, so he's not sure.
Yeah, wait, let me see. I can't see from back here.
Should I just break it open? I'm gonna go for it, I guess.
If you think that's if that's not too preemptive, if it's done, then I guess we have
He
to
knows
check.
it's complete.
I've never done this before. The person that taught me has never done this before. I don't know.
Bring him out.
Fuck it, I guess.
Bring him back. Bring him out.
I get out my dagger and cut through the cocoon.
Yeah, you part the cocoon and you see this face staring back at you. You've called this soul, or attempted to call this soul, coming down, and you touch the face of this new body, and it does feel warm. But I guess the question remains: did the soul come back?
Paladin, starting.